Well, back here in the Coulee region, I'm not sure if the weather could get any better. Let's send it over to Nicole to see how long this will last.
Yeah, you know you have a good week ahead of you when the only thing or the only downside I can really be pointing out is when we might be seeing highs in the low 70s, because that's really the coolest that we're looking to get this week. Gorgeous weather ahead of us, and it looks like it could extend into the beginning of next week as well. So let's start with tonight going into tomorrow. We see mostly clear conditions tonight. However, some cloud coverage starts to move in, mainly south of I-90 as we get into the latter half of tomorrow morning. That will make a slight difference on our temperatures, and that's going to be where we see one of the cooler days of the week. And by cool, I mean we're still going to be pretty close to our normal highs. As we go into the afternoon, that's when you can see a lot more clouds starting to move in. Again, still seeing plenty of sunshine poking through, but you can see differences in the temperatures. Eau Claire at 73 and then Prairie du Chien at 65. So one of those atypical days where it's actually going to be a little bit warmer to areas to the north rather than the south. Lows tonight staying fairly mild. Most of us getting in the low and mid 40s out there. And then here's when you can see those slight differences in the high temperatures, seeing the mid 70s for areas north of I-94, 73 in Eau Claire, and then a little bit cooler to our south. Some folks possibly staying in the upper 60s, but again, that's still right on par for a normal high for this time of year. We just got very lucky today and yesterday as well. And then as we go into Tuesday, really warming back up, possibly getting a little bit warmer than we did today, maybe seeing a few 80s out there, seeing a high of 78 in La Crosse and Eau Claire. This will likely be the warmest day of the week, and again, not going to rule out the possibility to see some scattered 80-degree high temperatures as we go throughout the day on Tuesday. So far, La Crosse has seen 2 80-degree days. That's right on par for our normal so far this time of year. Excuse me, Eau Claire sitting at 0. We've seen 2 days now where Eau Claire has hit 79, so it's not like we're seeing anything extremely out of the ordinary, but Tuesday looks like a good day to maybe add another one to the tally. As far as the rest of the week goes, then we really have just a slight cool down as we go towards about Thursday in La Crosse. A cold front passes through the area, but even then still staying above average. And then the rest of the week going into the weekend, getting warm again, possibly seeing the upper 70s again as we go towards next weekend and into the beginning of next week. Eau Claire, we've been on a subtle change in temperatures, not anything too crazy out there. A little bit cooler when we finished the week off and started the weekend out, but really as we look towards the next week, staying at least near or slightly above average. Again, Tuesday looking to be that hot day, 12 degrees above average. Wednesday and Thursday going to be those cooler ones. Eau Claire seeing that cooler air from that cold front a little bit sooner, so Wednesday will be just a tad cooler as well, but overall, really not a lot to complain about this week unless you're looking for rain. I'm sure a lot of us are happy to see some dry weather out there, especially after the wetter start to spring we've had. We really don't have that much out there. Possibly a few showers moving through portions of the area as we go into Wednesday, and maybe something to finish the week off as well, but still only like a 10% chance for most of the area with that. So not a 100% dry week, we can say, but there is a chance to maybe feel a sprinkle or two out there. Overall dry for the rest of the area. And then here's another look at our week. 78 for the warm day on Tuesday, getting back to mild and near average for the rest of the week. But by the weekend, we're getting back into the upper 70s. Mother's Day is not looking too bad. And then Monday, an 80-degree in the forecast. I'm sure
this is fantastic.
I'm sure that's not going to be the only 80 that we see, but
it's so fantastic to see. I think after everything that April put us through, like this is very well deserved.
Yeah, it's feeling like summer out there a little bit early, but I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Nicole.